Welcome to our first quiz on welding processes to help you to clear International Welding Engineer or International Welding Technologist or AWS-CWI or CSWIP examination. This worksheet contains 40 questions. Each question carry 1 mark. The answers are shown at the end of the examination. Please use a paper and pen to write down the correct answer. You shall grade yourself at the end of examination matching your answer. The grading will show your current level of knowledge in the welding processes. Question 1. Which of the following gases can be used as shielded gases for GMAW? A. Carbon dioxide. B. Argon oxygen. C. Argon carbon dioxide. D. Argon. E. All of the above. Question 2. What technique is employed with POR to produce full penetration welds without edge preparation? A. Stringer beads. B. Weave beads. C. Keyhole. D. Backstep. E. None of the above. Question 3. Which of following statements concerning welding arcs are correct? A. The arc cannot be ignited without any contact. B. The arc can only be ignited contactless. C. Arc welding can only be performed with direct current. D. Arc welding can only be performed with alternating current. E. Arc welding can be performed with direct and alternating current. Question 4. Which mechanism creates charged particles in the arc? A. Shock ionization. B. Magnet emission. C. Stray emission. D. Field emission. E. A and D. Question 5. The welding arc creates A. The necessary energy for the welding. B. Ultraviolet radiations. C. Harmful X-rays. D. Both A and B. E. Gamma rays. Question 6. When welding aluminum with the GTAW process, what type of welding current is most commonly used? A. DCEP. B. DCEN. C. AC. D. A and B above. E. B and C above. Question 7. Mark the right statement related with defects in ACTIG aluminum welding. A. Pores are a sign for lack of argon. B. Pores are a sign of dirty workpiece and high humidity. C. AC polarity shall not be used for aluminum welding. D. Rawing tungsten preparation. E. None of the above. Question 8. Why is it necessary to weld root run and hot pass for medium plate pipe thickness with TIG before carrying full welding with submerged arc welding? A. Submerged arc welding flux can metallurgically modify the root run weld metal. B. This helps to minimize the stresses in the weld. C. The backing run prevent the burn through of the weld root. D. TIG weld passes increase the productivity. E. Both A and C. Question. When the weld structure is to be examined at magnifications over 10x, are used A. Macro specimens. B. Micro specimens. C. Tensile specimens. D. Sharpie specimens. E. Chemical tests. Question. The effect of the weld pool flowing ahead influences the A. Penetration depth, B. Weld bead width, C. Arc voltage, D. Weld face height, E. Electrode feed rate. Question. Which of the following statement about the magnetic arc blow effect is correct? A. By using alternating current, the arc blow effect cannot be reduced. B. Magnetic arc blow effect not applicable to welding processes. C. By using alternating current, the magnetic arc blow effect can be corrected. D. By using a reciprocate pole, the blowing effect can be opposed. E. Both C and D. Question 12. What is a welding process that produces fast a freezing weld pool and is generally suited for joining thin sections or root passes? GMAW short circuit, FCAW, GMAW spray transfer, SAW. Both A and C. Question. The cellulose types electrode are: A. Produce high slag in welding. B. Mainly contain coating elements as cellulose. C. Reduce the residual weld stresses across the weld. D. Gives deep penetration. E. Both B and D. Question. How is shielding provided for the arc when using a consumable covered electrode in shielded metal? A. By providing an external shielding gas supply. B. Shielding is provided from the decomposition of the electrode covering. C. Shielding gas not required in SMAW. D. Both A and B. E. None of the above. Question. The weld face refers to the A. Surface of a cross-section of the weld. B. Appearance of the heat-affected zone. C. Original groove face. D. Exposed surface of the weld on the side from which welding was done. E. Exposed surface of the weld on the side opposite from which welding was done. Question 16. What does the DCEN stand for when used to describe the GTAW weld process? A. Direct current, electric positive. B. Diode circuit, electrode negative. C. Direct current, electrode normal. D. Direct current, electrode negative. E. Both B and D. Question 17. Why should the grinding marks run lengthwise on the tungsten electrode? A. It reduces the amount of small particles of tungsten contaminating the weld. It gives stable arc. C. It minimizes the heat input. D. It increase electrode life. E. Both A and B. Question 18. What type of weld process normally employs a semi-automatic mode and depends on a flux from a tubular electrode that contains a shielding gas from an externally supplied gas? A. SMAW. B. GMAW. C. GTAW. D. FCAW. E. Both B and D. Question. In what form is metal transferred across the arc in the axial spray metal transfer method of gas metal arc welding? A. Large irregular shaped droplets. B. Medium size fine droplets. C. Very fine and regular shaped droplets. D. Large and regular size droplets. E. Both B and C. Question 20. What holds the molten ball of tungsten in place at the tip of the electrode during DCEP welding? A. The liquid tungsten surface tension with the larger mass above the molten. B. Arc resistance. C. Capillary action in the arc. D. Magnetic effect on the arc. E. Above. Question. The basic type electrode are usually used with A. Electrode negative. B. Alternating current. C. Electrode positive. D. The power supply determines the polarity. E. Welded using transformer only. Question 22. Describe the weld produced by a backhand welding angle. A. Deep penetration, narrow and high bead contour. B. Shallow penetration and low bead contour. C. Shallow penetration, wide and low bead contour. D. Shallow penetration and wide bead. E. None of the above. Question 23. How can the end of a tungsten electrode be shaped? A. Breaking. B. Remelting the end. C. Grinding. D. Chemical compounds. E. B and C both. Question 24. What is the heat distribution with DCEN welding current? A. Electrode absorbs 1/3 of the heat. B. Electrode absorb 1/2 of the heat. C. Work absorbs 2/3 of the heat. D. Work absorbs 1/2 of the heat. E. Both A and C. Question. What three conditions are required for the spray transfer process to occur? A. Argon shielding, or argon-rich shielding gas mixtures, DCEP polarity and a current level above a critical amount called the transition current. B. Argon shielding, or CO2-rich shielding gas mixtures, DCEP polarity and a current level above a critical amount called the transition current. C. Argon shielding, or argon-rich shielding gas mixtures, DCEN polarity and a current level above a critical amount called the transition current. D. Carbon dioxide shielding, or oxygen-rich shielding gas mixtures, DCEP polarity and a current level above a critical amount transition current. E. Both A and D. Question 26. Which of the following gases can be used as shielded gases for GMAW? A. Carbon dioxide. B. Argon oxygen. C. Argon carbon dioxide. D. Argon. E. All of the above. Question 27. Which GTAW shield gas provides easier starts, longer arcs at low voltages, and is better for AC? A. Helium. B. Argon. C. Helium and argon mixture. D. Helium and oxygen mixture. E. Both B and C. Question 28. What is the heat distribution with AC welding current? A. Electrode absorbs 1/3 of the heat. B. Electrode absorb 1/2 of the heat. C. Work absorbs 2/3 of the heat. D. Work absorbs 1/2 of the heat. E. Both B and D. Question 9. When CO2 added to argon when making GMAW, the process is called A. GMAW-S. B. MIG. C. Mag. D. GMAWP. E. Either B or C. Question 30. Describe the forehand welding angle. A. Deep penetration and wide bead. B. Shallow penetration and low bead contour. C. Shallow penetration wide and low bead contour. D. Shallow penetration and wide bead. E. None of the above. Question 31. The electrode classification system according to ASME Section 9 is detailed in which code? A. ASME Section 5. B. ASME Section 8. C. ASME Section 9. D. ASME Section 2C. E. ASME Section 2D. Question 32. What type of liner should be used for aluminum wire? A. A steel liner. B. A nylon liner. C. A Teflon liner. D. Steel or nylon. E. Either B and C. Question 33. How is the metal transferred from the electrode to the plate during the GMAW-S process? A. Direct contact with the molten weld pool. B. Indirect metal transfer from the electrode. C. By spray transfer with the molten metal. D. By globular transfer. E. Both A and B. Question 34. Hundreds of small fine drops per second best describes which GMAW mode of transfer? A. Short circuit transfer. B. Pulse transfer. C. Axial spray transfer. D. Globular transfer. E. Dip transfer. Question 35. What shape groove on drive rolls is recommended for aluminum? A. Smooth U groove. V groove. C. Knurled type. D. Straight type. E. Both A and C. Question 36. TIG is used for which process? A. GTAW. B. SMO. C. GMAW. D. Plasma arc welding. E. Electrode gas welding. Question 37. What are the tasks of welding flux in submerged arc welding? A. To avoid extreme formation of slag. B. It help cool down the weld faster. C. It is used for formation of shielding gases. D. It help to increase the conductivity of the arc gap during welding. E. It help in cost saving. Question 38. 141 is used for which welding process according to ISO 4063? A. GMAW. B. SMO. C. GTAW. D. Plasma arc welding. E. Electrode gas welding. Question 39. Mark the correct statement for tandem submerged arc welding. A. It is used with single wire and two power sources. B. It is used with two wires and one power source. C. It is used with two wires and two power sources. D. It is used with one wire and one power source. E. Not applicable to submerged arc welding. Question 40. Which GTAW shield gas provides have lower ionization rate? A. Helium. B. Argon. C. Helium and argon mixture. D. Helium and oxygen mixture. E. Both B and C.
Here's are given. Please mark your answer and check your rating. Best of luck.